What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with the all new episode of Behind the Scenes Tea. But today is a special episode of Behind the Scenes Tea. Today we're only going to focus on Monique Samuels quitting the Real Housewives of Potomac and the interview that she did with the YouTube channel All About the Tea. She gave an in-depth interview giving us all of the behind the scenes tea that answered a lot of the viewers' questions, a lot of the misconceptions. She clarified a lot of things that weren't clarified at the reunion or on the show. So if you want to see the full interview, head over to All About the Tea and get the full interview. But I just wanted to share some of the tidbits that really stuck out to me that I really want to focus on. And then we're going to focus on Power Book 2 Ghost. Courtney Kemp did a live where she clarified a lot of things and she answered a lot of questions for the viewers. Now, before I start on Monique, I want to discuss my thoughts on her quitting the show. I think that she made the absolute right decision. It was the best decision, not only for her, but for her sanity, for her peace, and for her family. The show was trying to tarnish her and her family's reputation. The gaslighting that was done once again at the reunion was pathetic. It was weird as fuck. I don't know what the hell Andy was on once again. The lies that were being told, Andy sitting up here trying to protect Giselle and her gobble neck of hers. The fact that Monique and Candace weren't even sitting next to Andy. They should have been in the front seat, not Karen and Giselle. Giselle, I don't understand why she was sitting next to Andy when she had no storyline other than being a shit starter, having swollen legs, decorating that ugly ass house of hers, and having no fashion sense. And not being able to keep no man and lying about having a man. So I didn't understand that. I didn't like the jabs that Andy was taking towards her. And then this is the overall way that they handled the fight, putting more of the blame on her and not Candace. It was just ridiculous. I loved how she did it. She got her contract, she signed it, and then she gave them her ass to kiss. Because if she didn't have done it that way, then the narrative would have been she wasn't asked back to the show, so she's trying to save face. But no, she was asked back, and she did get her contract, and she said fuck them. And I don't blame her. Y'all not about to do me. Unlike Giselle, unlike Candiace, unlike Robin, unlike Wendy, and even unlike Karen, I don't need this damn show. I'm financially all right. And even Ashley, I don't need this shit. Fuck y'all. My husband got 2 jobs. So, let's get into when she discussed on All About the Tea when she learned the night before the reunion that she was placed in a different hotel from the other lady. She had no idea until Karen gave her a phone call asking what room she was in. Karen went to go find the room and was like, girl, I'm knocking on the door. Ain't nobody there. And she's like, well, I'm in my room. And she's like, wait a minute, girl, what room, what hotel are you in? And not Giselle. Monique gave her the room and she was like, girl, they put you in a whole nother hotel. And Monique didn't even know that she was separated. So the bullshit had even started before they even taped the damn reunion. So this is what she told All About the Tea.
And bought 3 rooms at the right hotel. And I thank God, because even in all of this, had I found out the next day, if Karen and I have not had a genuine friendship and that genuine desire to just want to see each other and say hi, I would not have known until the day of at 5 a.m. Imagine me thinking I'm going downstairs and I'm finding out that no, you have to go to a whole nother hotel, this, that, and the other. And I was just like blown. My glam was pissed. We had to repack all of our things and pack up, and I'm spending more money to buy more rooms, and couldn't get our money back because we already checked into the hotel, and it was just craziness. So I just go back to just like thank God that we found out that night and we were able to sit down, have a glass of wine, regroup, and get ready for the next day. We would have been thrown off our game mentally, emotionally, and physically had that all happened the same day.
Yeah, that was some absolute bullshit. That the fact that they separated her like she was some wild, violent ass animal away from the other ladies. I understand maybe trying to keep her separated from Candiace, But she wasn't going to start nothing with that girl. She wasn't thinking about that girl. Like, get the fuck on. And she even clarified that they had, this wasn't a last minute decision. She had already gotten her room information weeks prior to the reunion. So this was something that was intentionally done by the network. And she said that the excuse that they gave her was that T'Challa would have been an issue, but they didn't. Her bringing T'Challa was something that was decided last minute, so that shouldn't have even been, their excuse. That was a lie. So once again, Bravo was on their bullshit. Andy was on his bullshit. The fact that, like I said, they trying to treat her like she's some ghetto banshee, like she was going to go find her and attack her. She probably had space and opportunity if she really wanted to go fuck Candace ass up again. She had plenty of time to do that over the last year. So fuck y'all with that bullshit. And then she actually gives us footage of her recording herself at the hotel after finding out. So there's more proof. So people can't say, oh, she lying, she making up shit. Here's the video.
Document this right now. Right now I'm at a hotel that is not the hotel where we're supposed to be filming the reunion and where all the other ladies are staying. I was not given knowledge that I was not staying at the same hotel as everyone else. I had myself, my glam all checked in here. And then I was told that, oh, no, because of T'Challa, he can't spend the night, all these other things. And I'm at a different hotel. Interesting. So what I'm doing is checking myself out of here. I just purchased 3 rooms with my own money. And I'm going to be staying at the hotel because I will not be iced out anymore. This is ridiculous. I'm pissed off, but I'm not going to let it bother me right now because I have a reunion to perform at.
Girl, at that point, I probably would have said, fuck y'all. Like, girl, because y'all is trying to bitch patience and edges. Y'all like my color, by the way. I went even whiter today when I went to the salon. It looks so good. I get that cocaine white going on. But anyway, this is not about me. This is about Monique and Power. So the next bit of tea that she spilled on All About the Tea.
So I was just like, something's up. And then the next day, now think of this. The next day, we're actually on set of the reunion, and I see this man lurking on our set. I'm like, what? And I'm like, come on. So he wants to be security because of my husband. So y'all gonna paint this picture like me and my husband are violent to the point where we can't stay at the same hotel as everyone else? Really? That's what we're doing? And then y'all have the live ready. You got the live, you got the verbatim words that my husband said. You got all of that ready. Is this scripted TV? What the hell is this? So I'm just sitting there baffled, like, wow, my husband is an NFL player. He played in the league for 10 years. He's never had a scandal. He's never got in trouble. He has a very squeaky clean image. People who know.
And like I said in my review of Reunion Part 3, there was some BS that y'all got the live video footage from when they were on IG, and Chris made the comment that he would stump them out if he was Kris Jenner, but yet and still y'all didn't show when Candace did her live exposing Giselle and Rhop and them were coming up with this plot to say that Chase wasn't Chris's baby. Y'all got that footage, but y'all don't have that. Y'all got the nerve to have give Giselle ass a fucking security guard. Like, my husband is really going to attack her and do something to her. Like, she's really honestly afraid of him doing something to her. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, y'all not about to make a mockery of me and my family and my husband after everything that we have given you over the last 3-4 years of me being on this show. Like, that was a spit in the face to them. It really honestly was. Giselle ass knew damn well that that man wasn't gonna do nothing to her. She was being a Karen, and the fact that she would do that to a black man in this climate says a lot about her, first of all. Second of all, you know what you did to make him even upset. And the fact that once again, you're acting like a scared ass white woman trying to play victim, like he just came out of nowhere and threatened me. Like, girl, just, ooh, Jesus. It's going to be a cold day in hell for that bitch. I'm telling you, the karma that's going to come back on her, baby. Woo. Here's next up what Monique had to say.
They don't. I was told, and this is probably when I should have exited. About 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago, I was told that my husband and I are too perfect on TV. And I said, wait, what? Girl, I said, do y'all say that to Lisa Vanderpump and Ken or Kyle and Mauricio or any of those other housewife shows who have nice marriages on the outside? Do y'all say that to any of them? Why is it that me and my husband look too perfect when we're being completely 100% real? And I'm not going to make up drama so that we can have some salacious storyline for y'all. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's some more BS. Like, we're too perfect. Y'all don't want to see a loving black family. Y'all don't have that on any of the housewife shows as far as the black couples. I mean, you got Candy and Todd. Who else is married that has a good relationship with their man? I'll wait. Yeah, nobody. So you wouldn't have never said that like she said to Lisa Vanderpump and Todd or Kyle and Mauricio. Those words would have never uttered out of their mouth like, we're too perfect. The fuck is you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? But because my husband ain't out here in hotel rooms with prostitutes and shit and making a fool out of me. Y'all don't want to see that? Oh, okay, girl. All right. I'm so glad she left this fuck ass show.
And you're doing the same things. So then take that and add more fuel to the fire. Now, we have our very first all cats. It's her anniversary party. And I had no idea that her and Charisse were friends. And it's not that Charisse triggers me. I've been around Charisse and I've been fine. I just like to know what I'm walking into. Right. And the fact that everyone knew Charisse was trying to get back on the show and use me as a tool to do it. That is what the issue was. But of course, you can't say that. You know, you have to say, oh, she just doesn't want to be in the room with Charisse. She's running away from Charisse. No, it's not the point. You're not going to use me and my family to get back on the show. If you want to earn your food back, earn it on your own account, not on me. So I was like, I'm not engaging with her. I'm not doing it on camera or off camera. I'm not giving you that. You earned your way back, and that's what it is. I'm done with you.
So for all the people saying she should have had that same energy for Charisse and this, and that, it's not that she don't have that energy for Charisse. You're not about to use me for a storyline and to get your job back on this show. You're not going to use me as an end. You're not about to use me for camera time when you're not even a fucking castmate, bitch. If you want to say something to me, say it off camera, face to face.
And I know what you did, but I'm able to just like move forward. So at the point that happens, and then I'm sitting in scene that I was reluctant to be in with Giselle, and she's telling me that you were the one that invited her. I'm just like, wait, what? Why didn't I get a heads up? And I'm always giving out heads ups to people. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, so.
Now, a week or sometime prior to Candace's anniversary party, didn't she and Chris come to your home and y'all sat down and you made amends again and everything was good? And she never mentioned Charisse would be showing up at her anniversary party, did she?
No, she didn't. That was the time where I finally confronted her about the Andy baby shower situation. And then she told me that, you know, they were plotting on me, this and the other. And that same night is when her and her husband were at our house.
So she straight up told this girl to her face that they was plotting on her. But then at the reunion, smoke screening her, gaslighting her because Candace made a pact with Giselle and Robin that I'm going to act like I never said that. We're going to act like this bitch is crazy. We're going to continue. If all of us say the same thing, there's no way for her to fucking dispute it outside of the video that I shot. And mind you, Candace did that video on IG Live where she exposed Giselle and Robin for trying to plot on saying that Chase wasn't Chris's son. In the beginning of the season when Giselle was coming after Candace. Remember in the beginning of the season, Giselle and Candace had issues. And Giselle was coming after Candace for Candace saying that shit that she said about her house on Twitter. So when she exposed them, I'm guessing behind the scenes, Giselle ass was shaking in her motherfucking boots, probably called Candace up and said, bitch, like, we can, you know, make an alliance or something, but this cannot go past this. It's gonna make me look a certain way. And because Candace was on the outs at that point and she needed backup, she needed alliances, she decided to join with the devil and her spawn, Batman and Robin. But the fact that she sat up there and told this girl to her face, yeah, they was plotting on you, and then you gonna sit up there and try to gaslight me at the reunion, act like I'm fucking crazy. Yeah, all y'all gonna, ooh, the karma. And then what's so funny is they so fucking stupid. Now that Monique ass is on the show, is not on the show anymore. The focus is gonna be on y'all now, you fucking idiots. Y'all hoes about to turn against each other. And all y'all shit is about to be exposed now because Monique ain't the culprit no more. She's not on the show. The story can't be about her anymore. Oh, baby, I can't wait to see which one of these hoes be the one that they pick on next season. And my guess is going to be Wendy and Candace because Candace, you a fucking fool. Giselle used you to cover her ass this season, and now she's going to do away with you. Watch what I say. Let's continue.
And went to bed. It was me, her, and another one of my friends, and we were having conversation about just everything and just putting everything out on the table. And she never once said, like, oh, yeah, I'm inviting this person around. Like, it was never any of that. So I just felt like it was just a lot of little shady stuff going on. And when you've been in this industry for long enough, you try to do your best to protect yourself. So it's like I was looking at her like, I see what you're doing. It's like I did an interview one time and I said, it's like back in the day when you're at church and you're making noise when you're a kid and the older usher comes over and pinches you and nobody sees that she just pinched the crap out of you, but you're yelling because you're hurt. And then everybody looks at you like you're the one making all of the noise in the church. So that's what Candace does. She pinches. She does little sneaky stuff. And then when you call her out on it, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe that that you said you did this to me. And then the whole act starts. I can't with the, I can't.
Because, from my perspective, what I saw was Candace purposely pursuing a friendship with Charisse, knowing you and Charisse were enemies or not on good terms. And Charisse, was spreading the lies all around Potomac about the paternity of your son. As you stated on the reunion, she was doing snake stuff behind your back. You felt betrayed. She's not acknowledging or owning up to her part of it. So, I think all of those contributed to the fight as well.
It was a lot of things that boiled over and contributed to the fight. But I would say to the end of time, what really took me from that laughing moment to that hold up was that,
we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
She's talking about her doing this to her.
There's a lot of other things going on that definitely, it was like 36 years of buildup just unleashed all at one time.
Absolutely. So during part 2, Andy rehashed the fight blow by blow. We all saw the footage of Giselle initiating the fight by pushing you. That, in my opinion, was not a push to stop you. It was a push to push you back. In the heat of the moment, you're not realizing whose hands are where. All your mental is thinking is, I've been pushed. Then Candace's hand reached under your chin after you want her to keep her hands out of your face. Yep. Andy denied your version of events, and so did Giselle and Robin and Candace. But production rolled the footage, and it showed exactly your version of events. How did you feel sitting home watching that?
I was shocked, honestly, because, for over a year, I've been told over and over again, that didn't happen by everybody. And it wasn't until, when I was in therapy after the fight happened, my therapist said, listen, let's just take into account what you believe happened, and let's go play by play by play. When I tell you I've been through this fight so many times with my therapist, with my family, play by play by play.
They was full of shit.
Driven me crazy. Wow. So I felt as though maybe they just wanted me to play into the narrative that they wanted to show. And when I kept saying, no, this is what I remember, this is what I believe, then I guess by the time the reunion rolled around, they were just like, all right, go ahead and get to it.
that's unfortunate.
Child. Next up, this is what she had to say.
Activity planned. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And had the fire pit therapy happened where you discuss your issues, you write them down on a piece of paper, you burn them, maybe the fight wouldn't have happened.
Absolutely. I actually tried to talk to Candace while we were at my lake house. And I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I'll just say that that discussion did not, some people did not think that that discussion was necessary. And they pulled the cameras and the person who I wanted to speak with right in the midst of our conversation. And that was like the first time that we were like sitting down and actually like trying to have a conversation about it in a decent way. And it was just like, we don't have time for this. We need to go do whatever. And I was just like,
production saw that this was going to be a huge storyline and they were fanning the flames. So production is to blame as well for this goddamn fight because they could have let them talk then. And instead of doing so, they wanted to keep them apart, wanted to keep the animosity going.
wow, okay. And that was before the fire pit incident. But that fire pit incident it was definitely me that's like over the top because I worked so hard to get that house ready and to plan these different events. And they got the nerve to be complaining, sitting around talking about what we doing next and all these other things. So I'm trying to make sure I have a nice trunk-like schedule so that they don't.
And like I've said, even in the beginning of this season, I said to y'all, Candace and Monique were basically pawns of Giselle's. Giselle stirred the pot and they fell victim to this. They really honestly did. If they would have got the time to sit down and compare notes and see who was pulling the damn puppet strings, things would have been much different.
Denied they had any parts in this plot. They're like, plot? What plot? Everybody's looking around at each other. And then Giselle starts cussing. The last lady starts cussing. I was shocked by that.
There was a lot more to it too. I'm talking about a plot meltdown and the explosion.
Can you elaborate on that? Let us know. Let us know what the explosion. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, my husband asked a simple question. You know, have you ever talked about my baby on camera? Candace said no. Robin, have you ever talked about my baby on camera? She said no. Giselle, have you ever talked about my baby on camera? F no! F out of here! F! I'm like, why couldn't you just answer the question? Because you know what you've been doing. Like, come on. And then for it, this is the thing that irritates me. When the men do come out, you expect to get truth from the men, and you expect them to just, try to like ease the tension that's going on. And the thing that disappointed me about Candace and her husband is that they sat there and acted as if this whole plot was just made up. And we just wanted to bring this to TV. Mm-hmm. Like, no, if that was the case, we would have did it 2 seasons ago. Like, come on. So my husband he over here passing me his receipt. My husband over here, he was talking back and forth with Chris over text message. And my husband, they talked over the phone. My husband was very upset. Like, your wife could have never mentioned my child's name in her life. There was no point for her to do that. This, that, and the other. So Chris Bassett texted this to my husband. Hey, I just wanted to say again, appreciated the phone call today. I talked with Candace, and for what it's worth, I know it's probably hard to believe after everything that's happened. She was defending Monique, saying that it wasn't right. And because Chase looks just like you, it will never fly. She wasn't trying to plot or use that for a part of a storyline and didn't think the ladies should either.
Wow.
They had proof of all of this. And Chris gonna get his old margarine butter, unsweetened butter looking ass up there on that stage. Thomas, so what plot? There was no plot. They was all in on it. Like, if all of us deny, there's nothing that she can say. And if Bravo don't pull the receipts, there's no conversation to be had. But like I said, they all gonna have their moment in the motherfucking sun, because God don't like motherfucking ugly, my nigga. Don't like it at all. So, like I said, that's all of my tea on the Monique situation. I'm happy that she's gone. Don't let them use you. All money ain't good money. It was time for her to go. She went out on a high note. She, exposed everybody that needed to be exposed. Fuck Bravo. Bravo got a lot of shit that they need to clean up over there, especially with everything that's been going on with Black Lives Matter and them trying to be, allies and everything, but then for you to treat your black castmates the way that you guys do, and us seeing the differences with how you treat the black girls versus the white girls, yeah, y'all need to do some cleaning up over there. Andy don't need to be hosted on now another reunion at this point. Get somebody else in there that's going to be unbiased, that's going to call people out on their shit and hold people accountable and not just sweep over certain topics and stuff because they favor one person over the other. Like, we're not about to do that. Not anymore. Not today. Ain't nobody got time for that bullshit. Now on to Power. Like I said, Courtney Kim did a live where she answered a lot of the viewers' questions. And here is what she had to say on the first topic of Kane.
How does Kane's behavior lead you to think he may or may not be good, knowing the way we do these shows? Oh, one thing I want to clear up. I want to clear up two things that are really important. Kane is absolutely Lorenzo's son. And Kane is not named after Kanan. What happened is, and you guys will hear more about this in season 2, Kane's birth name is Lorenzo Tejada Jr. And his nickname is Hurricane because as a kid he used to run around the house so much he acted like a hurricane. But that will come up more as you get to know the Tommy better. Not Tommy, sorry, get to know the Tejadas better. Okay.
Once again, I told y'all that I was like, just because they made his character chocolate didn't mean anything. Diana's character is a chocolate character. So I still didn't understand why y'all thought that he would be Kanan's kid or not, Lorenzo's child. Now it's been confirmed for the last time that Kane is Lorenzo's biological child. He was named after him. Next up, this is what she had to say.
Okay, let's see. Our book 2 and 3 are going to be running at the same time. We're going to be shooting, book 2 and 3 are going to be shooting at the same time, yes. Did Ghost ever know about the Tejada family? Interesting note, if you guys remember season 1, Ghost actually wasn't in the streets much. He was off, he was completely off the board. And we've kind of lined up the timelines in a specific way so that Monet, who's from Brooklyn, doesn't know about Tommy and Ghost, but Lorenzo, as we start to move forward, will start to figure out how much he knows or doesn't know, and when he puts together who Tariq might actually be. But that's for seasons to come. One thing to note, though, that James St. Patrick was able to run for lieutenant governor, so I want to be clear that it's not like everybody knew that James St. Patrick was Ghost. I think sometimes the fans think, oh, they must know, but they don't know, because Ghost and James St. Patrick, people didn't know his real name. People didn't know his government, who knew him in the street, and people who knew him in like the legit world didn't know he was Ghost. Just that's like, if you remember. So that's why it's not like, oh, that's Ghost's son when they meet Tariq.
That makes sense because I was forgetting the fact that, there was a difference between Ghost and James, but I don't remember that being clarified season 1, that Ghost wasn't a face in the street side of things and the drug side of things. I don't remember that being said. He was very much known in that world, you know what I'm saying? Especially when he met with the other bosses. And if Lorenzo was supposed to be a boss once again, I still don't understand. Well, what she just said that, Lorenzo's going to put 2 and 2 together. But, so he would have known him as Ghost, but not James St. Patrick, which makes sense. But it still doesn't make sense that Monet wouldn't have known who he was. If she was a street bitch, if she was a street girl, why wouldn't she have heard of Ghost? You know what I'm saying? But then again, like I said, Ghost and James are 2 different people, as far as 2 different worlds. But so like she was basically saying, that'll be clarified later on about what Lorenzo knows about Ghost and what he doesn't know about Ghost. So that was answered. Next up.
Get her to do it. Can Tariq be with the dark sister, not light skin? Okay, so let's talk about color just in this series. I think this is a great thing to talk about because people bring this stuff up. And I just want to tell you from me that my thing is I'm always trying to cast the best actor first. That is the most important thing. And I am always trying to cast multiple different shades of people because I'll tell you the real truth. When I was growing up, I didn't grow up around people of color at all. Every black person that I knew in my town was pretty much a relative, save one or two people. But when I turned on the TV, especially watching A Different World, I saw black people of all shades. And when I came to start to do this is really what I wanted to do, is put all of us on TV. So I will just say that one of the things that made me saddest about the beginning of Power is how many people would write or say, well, Ghost would never be with a woman as dark as Tasha. Naturi is one of the most beautiful women in the world, period.
I ain't never seen nobody
she
say
is
that.
Gorgeous, drop dead, stunning. And when people wrote that, I would always be like, that's really, I don't understand that. So here's the deal. Tariq is attracted to all women of color. And even though maybe it's not clear entirely because we haven't gone into these things, I'm also trying to address some diasporic issues by using women who are black and Puerto Rican and mixed in all different kinds of ways. But the skin color of the women that he's attracted to is the point is that I'm trying to make is that they are women of color and that they wear their hair. Some of them wear natural and everybody, that I'm trying to make it a larger kind of thing about our men choosing our women, if I can make it as, straightforward as possible. That doesn't mean that love doesn't know a color. Obviously, I am the product of various race intermixing in my background as well. And I support all love. But I do think it's important, especially for a show that's aimed at younger people, to allow for a person like Tariq to find comfort and beauty in women who look like his mother, or women who look like his deceased godmother, Lakeisha. So there you go.
She still don't get it, Jesus. But I'm so happy that she finally let us in to know that she didn't grow up around other black people. It shows. It shows in her writing. It shows in the people that she hired for the writer's room that are predominantly white. If you've ever seen photos, the writer's room is predominantly white. There's only 2 people of color that are black and 1 Puerto Rican girl. Everybody else is white. Which makes absolutely no sense when you're creating a show that's based on the African American experience, but okay. But like I said, it totally goes over her head. It's not, first of all, I've never heard any viewer say Ghost wouldn't be with nobody as dark as Tasha. I've never heard that. I've heard that why would he want her because she was, basically a bird, but it had nothing to do with Notori's or Tasha's, skin color. Never seen a viewer say that. But it goes over her head with the fact that all we see on television is black guys on television dating light skin or racially ambiguous looking women. We never see women my color or darker being the chosen one, being, educated and smart and confident and sassy. The dark-skinned girl like Tasha, like Diana, like Monet, always got to be the ride or die, the ghetto bitch, the one that had to give up everything for this nigga. They're not the one that's desired and then chased after. I did a whole video about 2-3 years ago that showed how bad it is in our culture where men of a certain stature and means and wealth date light skin or women of a different race. That is what they do. Whether it be actors, athletes, rappers, and even on our favorite television shows. Name how many television shows where you see women of a chocolate or brown complexion that are the lead and that are the love interest. I'll wait. Tracy Ellis Ross, light skin. Whitley Gilbert, light skin. Like, all the shows that you can think of, they're light skin with curly hair or silky hair. Like, it's never women that look like us, you know, regular everyday black girls. And that's what Courtney Kemp, it goes over her head. It's great to show all shades of African American people, because we do come in all shades. But we want to see representation of chocolate girls, brown girls, plus size girls, you know what I'm saying, that are desired and chased after and wanted, you know what I'm saying, and that are not ghetto and, you know, all that finger popping. I sent the video to Monique, and I didn't even give her my opinion. I just let her watch it, and I said, what do you think about this? And I loved her answer. She said, the point of it all went over her head. It's the way the darker skinned women are portrayed in this series. It's not who they end up with. Why do they not finish the education they want so badly? Why are they the down ass ride or die type of chicks only? Why are they left to clean up other people's mistakes? Even the dark skinned lawyer gotta take a free fucking case, talking about Tamika. On the other hand, don't speak of his godmother now. I think she messed up with that part. And she says, I don't know her background, but it's obvious she ain't pay attention to shit that goes on in this world. She's not. She does it like it went totally over her head. Like, you had Ghost character being so disrespectful towards Tasha. So disrespectful, and put this Puerto Rican woman up on this pedestal, even with the second love interest that he had with the lady that was a politician. She was of a caramel light skin shade. Even with this show, we see Lauren being the one that, you know what I'm saying, that Tariq actually tolerates and goes after, where Diana is just like, he always got an attitude with her, you know what I'm saying. Even with Effie, he goes and apologizes to Effie, but he doesn't give that same energy to Diana. It's whatever the fuck. Next up,
we see Diana's role expand in the future. Yes, season 2 is really great.
So she said in season 2 we will see more of Diana. Her storyline will expand. I stand on the fact that I do think that she's going to have Diana end up getting pregnant by Tariq. And for my last video, I think that I have.
Okay. Will the spin-offs come out before season 2? I don't know. Will you ever make Power into an actual book? I really want to. Thank you for saying I'm amazing.
For those that know, no, I'm just going to leave that there, child. So that is my behind the scenes tea video. We are almost 40 minutes in. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys got a lot of tea and digested it and sipped it, honey. And now you're about to go take a nap, child, and you're feeling all warm and cozy inside. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.